Hiya, kids. Hiya, hiya, hiya. It's the Ed LaBee Show. And welcome. This is our first episode. Cool, huh? And as it turns out, we're going to have a special guest right away. Who knew? Who knew? That's show business, you know? Anything can happen here in video land. My good friend Irving Bladderman has shown up, and he's going to do a little bit of his stand-up comedy for us. You may know him, but probably not. He's a funny guy, but he's unknown. But we're going to try to change that tonight. So here he is, my good friend Irving Bladderman. Give him a big hand. Hiya, folks. This is Irving Bladderman. And you know, there's a lot of stuff I just don't understand. Like, for instance, what exactly does a training bra teach breasts to do? Is there an exercise DVD or something that comes with it? Is there some female Marine drill sergeant on there that goes, "Okay, you maggots, it's time to lift and separate"? Does she put you through this horrible, torturous routine, and you hate her, and you hate her, and you want to kill her, but one day, everything turns out just the way you want it to, and you give her a call, and you say, "Thank you. Now I understand." And another thing I don't get is certain expressions I just don't get, like when somebody says, "My house is in escrow," you know? You're at a party and you overhear this guy going, "Yeah, my house in Miami is in escrow." What's escrow? Is that some suburb in Miami? Or is it, I don't know, like escargot? Is the guy's house covered in snails or something? I don't know. And the thing is, you don't want to ask anybody because you know that they know. And if you ask, you're going to look like you just fell off of a rutabaga truck or something, you know? There ought to be some kind of universal signal, you know, that you can give. Like, I don't know, maybe you hop on one foot and hum to the tune of Camptown Races. And then everybody knows that you don't get it and you're allowed to ask, and they tell you what's going on and nobody's allowed to laugh at you, you know? So you hop, you start hopping and you go la da 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 da. And then you ask your question and you know what escrow is, and that's it, you know? But I think the biggest thing that I don't get is this whole thing with Osama bin Laden. You know, he was a bad guy. He used to kill people and stuff, and, you know, they did what they had to do, you know? But I just don't understand why they buried his body at sea, you know? What they should have done was bring it back to the USA and auction it off. And then, before they did that, they could have had all your FBI and CIA type guys spy everybody out. Because, you know, I mean, chances are it's going to be, the winning bidder is going to be one of those Al-Qaeda guys. And those guys have some pretty deep pockets, you know. Or else the guys they know have deep pockets. And so you get all this money, you know, and that helps with our economy. But then you also track down the guy that bought it, the bidder and the guy that bought it. And, you know, they're going to turn out to be Al-Qaeda guys, and the ones that deserve it, and that would pretty much be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, all of them, they get assassinated too, and then you auction off their bodies. And so on and so forth. And in a couple of years, the national debt would be paid off. Plus, like, there wouldn't be that many Al-Qaeda guys out there anymore, and maybe people would be thinking, I don't know, maybe I don't want to join Al-Qaeda after all, you know? Thanks a lot, folks. You've been a great audience. I love you. And thanks, Ed, for having me on your show. Thank you, Irving. That was great. And thank you, folks. That's all for this video. We'll see you soon.